Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. It's Don over Don's Tattooz Garage. Okay, so you all know what happened with the Chop T clear coat. I messed that up. Had to strip it, redo it. Well, in the process of all that, I decided I wanted to build something that wasn't going to take a whole lot of brain power, because like I said, sometimes I have days where my brain doesn't do its brain thing. So anyway, I built this Cal Drag combo kit. If you've seen the thumbnail, that's the kit I built. AMT Kit. Got a Falcon and a Galaxy in it. Not a bad kit. I really liked it. You seen, I showed you the steering wheel on the Galaxy. Anyway, this is the final on it, so let's take a look at everything. Plus, I'll have a tattoo story for you. Hold on one second. All right, let's take a look. So the Galaxy's finished, the Falcon's finished, the trailer's finished as much as I'm going to go for right now. I've got the 55 Chevy kit that I won from Grant over at Diamond State Speed Shop. That's on the bench now. If you can see over here, right back here, yes, the chassis, the interior bucket, and the dash laying there. The body's been sanded on, mold lines cleaned up. Cleaned off with the Dawn dish soap and rinsed off really good. It's drying right now, waiting for a can of primer to show up that I ordered. It should be here today, according to the old jungle place. So that's what's up with that build. But let's get back into the final on this Falcon and this Galaxy. All right, so on the Galaxy, it's a screw bottom. First screw bottom I've done. I didn't do anything for the engine plate. I thought, you know what, I may put an engine in there eventually. I don't know yet, so we're just going to leave it like that. Got a bunch of writing that tells you all about the car on the frame and on the chassis. Everything down there has a little bit of writing on it talking about the different features of the Galaxy. Well, I did it in this light blue. It's a Duplicolor paint. Added some moon eyes, some other decals on it. On this Performance Racing Division decal, you can tell kind of funky looking on the letters side of each side. Well, what happened is they broke off, and I just kind of moved them in place and thought, you know what, that's going to work. So that's what I did with that. There's that steering column in there. See if I don't know if it'll focus to get in there, because it's black and there's not a whole lot in there as far as light. So, but I got the steering column pushed back away from the dash. It looks good in there. Official tow car with the cat on the back, the AMT cat. But that's it, guys and gals. Got the everything in chrome, re-chromed. I always strip the chrome on when I'm building a kit. I don't like the look of the toy chrome. I spray some chrome on it. I've got to go buy another can of chrome, so that'll be coming up soon. Set that Galaxy out the way. The trailer's the trailer, not a whole lot to see. Did chrome the diamond plate for the treads for where the car rides. Set it up out of the way. Nothing special about that. Now the race car, did the little Falcon up. The Boss Bird. Got the bird up front. Got some contingency decals on there. Got the engine size up there, the 427. Ford 427, that is. Pop this hood off of there. I just kept the hood in flat black. That engine, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take the body off since I don't have it glued on. Did the grabber blue, that Model Master can that I picked up at the show up in Springfield, Missouri. That was 50 cents for that can, and it works, and I'm happy about that. Got the dash, the interior done. The seat is body color, kind of dulled down a little bit. Did use some UV resin on the dashes, the gauges after I put the decals in there. I like that UV resin. Neat stuff. Now, I also picked up these slicks at that show up in Missouri and decided to use those. So I got this thing up in the air. Got it ready to roll. Got the wheelie bars back there. The body did in this red. Had some issues with the red not looking real good. So I sanded it all down real good and sprayed it with some Nason 4300 clear. Love it. That clear looks really good on there. Also did the UV resin in the tail lights. Got this drag chute back there. That body's just sitting on there. I don't know if I'm going to glue it down. It's going to be more of a shelf queen than anything else. So as far as gluing it, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. But that's what I got. No, almost forgot to show you. Got bye-bye and like my tail question on the back with that performance racing division. Now that one stayed together pretty good. It's kind of small. You can't really read the letters before the red background, but they're there, especially with the red car. But they're all there. So got it all together. Liking the way it came out. Simple little kit. Went together quick. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to get this built while I'm waiting for that chop T to do its thing and finishing up that Camaro for the Summer 69 group build. So we're going to put that car back up on there. Put that on there. Yeah, I know, there's no safety chains. That's all right. All right, everybody. That's what I got with that Cal Drag combo. I'll put everything in the description about the kit, whatnot. And stay tuned because I do have a Tattooz story ready for you. But first of all, hit the camera. Before we do the Tattooz story, sorry about the camera moving. That's just my bad. Shop card. If you'd like a shop card from me, hit me up at this email address at the bottom, and I will get one out to you. All right, let me get the camera resituated, and we'll get into this Tattooz story. Got a good one for this week, so hold on. All right, this week's Tattooz story. I've already talked about my brother-in-law. He became my ex-brother-in-law after my divorce from his sister. He stayed working with me because the man was a natural-born salesman. I always said he could sell ice to an Eskimo. But anyway, he comes in here. He's working with me one day. It's tax return season. We were busy beyond belief. I should say I was busy. He was busy with customers, but I was busy doing all the tattooing in the back. I was a one-man show, except for him being the front guy helping me out. And tax return time, like I said, people got money to burn, and they were burning it. Trust me, I was going through stuff like crazy, doing tattoos here, there, and everywhere. But anyway, so he comes in, he hands me this stencil. It's a little sun and moon tattoo. It says, colored like the flash. He laid the piece of flash there on the table. He says, it's going on the guy's upper arm, and he kind of indicated the guy's upper left arm. I said, okay. So I started setting up, getting everything ready. Got all my ink out, everything ready to go. Guy comes back. I said, you want to on this left arm, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay, stand up here, blah, blah, blah. Got him prepped up, got the stencil on there, made sure he liked where it was, sat him down in the chair. We did the tattoo. You know, nothing special about that, and I did that every day. Well, he left. I was cleaning up. Brother-in-law comes back there and hands me another stencil, exact same stencil. He says, keep that sheet. You're doing the same one again. Same place on another guy. I said, really? He said, we'll talk about it later. Okay, I'm just working. So I set up, do another tattoo just like the first one. Well, finished up that guy, got him bandaged up, out the door, kept on going the rest of the day. Well, that evening after we closed down, I said, hey, tell me about that sun and moon tattoo that I did back to back. He kind of grinned a little bit and said, well, the second guy that you did it on is actually the one who picked it out. I guess I got that look in my face like, huh? And he said, well, if you remember, both of them were kind of dressed similar. They both had on the same color t-shirt, blue jeans, same color hair, basically. I said, yeah? He said, well, told the first guy when he picked, or the second guy you did, who was the first one who picked it out, I told him, I said, man, give him about an hour because he's finishing this one up, and it's a good size one, so it'll be about an hour. Just be back within an hour. Well, that guy was running a little bit late. The first guy who got it walked in, and my brother-in-law confused him for the second guy and said, you ready for that sun and moon tattoo? And the kid said, yeah. So he did his paperwork, paid for the tattoo, sat down, got a tattoo, and left. Was walking out the door when the other guy walked in that actually picked it out. And I'm like, wait a minute. So the second guy that didn't even pick out the tattoo, or that first guy that got it didn't even pick it out. He just walked in and you sold it to him? He said, yeah. We laughed about that one for a while. Kid never came back in, so I don't know if he ever got any more, or if that was a weird experience for him or what happened, but he walked out smiling and happy, even tipped me a little bit that day, so who knows. Anyway, guys, that's what happened in that one. Interesting story. Never forget that one. Anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. If you do, thank you very much. Hit that notification bell so you know when videos come out. Remember to share. Don't forget to comment, like reading the comments, responding. And again, I thank everybody who watches, subscribers or not. Thank you for watching. I am getting close to that 500 mark, so keep that in mind, everybody. You know what that means, possibly. Well, I mean, possibly you know what that means. If you don't, well, you'll find out when I break that mark and stay there for more than a day or so. But anyway, we'll get to that when we cross it. We're really close. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Get some bench time in. And as always, God bless.